Imagine you are floating at the edge of a galaxy, watching it slowly die. Not explode. Not collapse. Die slowly, pulled apart thread by thread, over millions of years, by something you cannot see, cannot touch, and cannot escape. You think you're just an observer here. You're not. Because the thing devouring this galaxy doesn't care about size. It doesn't care about distance. And one day, something very similar will be coming for your own. From here, the galaxy looks peaceful. A slow spiral of light, hundreds of billions of stars turning together in the dark, like a will too vast for the mind to hold. It looks eternal. It looks safe. But something is wrong. At the very center, where the light should be brightest, there's a wound in space itself, a point of absolute black, and around it, a ring of gas screaming as it falls, heated to millions of degrees, glowing in colors no human eye was built to see. That's not a star. That's not a nebula. That is a supermassive black hole, and it has already started feeding. But here's the problem. This isn't a monster that swallows a galaxy in one bite. It's worse. It's patient. It reaches out with gravity, an invisible hand with a grip that never loosens, and it has been quietly rearranging every star, every planet, every particle of dust in this galaxy for millions of years, without any of them ever knowing they were caught. Picture the black hole at the center of a galaxy like our own. It isn't the size of a star. It's the size of a solar system, with a mass equal to millions of suns crushed into a single point smaller than Mercury's orbit. Now scale that up. At the heart of some galaxies sit black holes with the mass of 10 billion suns. 10 billion. If you tried to drive across its event horizon at the speed of a commercial jet, it would take you longer than the age of most civilizations. And this thing doesn't just sit there. It reaches. But it gets worse. Its gravity doesn't stop at some clean boundary. It stretches out across tens of thousands of light years, tugging on stars that have no idea anything is wrong. Entire star systems, planets that might have oceans, might have skies, might have life, all of them are already being pulled into slow, inevitable orbits around something that will, eventually, consume them. You wouldn't feel it happening. That's the horror. From the surface of a doomed world, the sky would look completely normal, until one day, it wouldn't. Here's where it stops being frightening and starts being impossible to survive. As a star drifts close enough, gravity stops treating it like an object and starts treating it like taffy. The side facing the black hole is pulled harder than the side facing away, and the difference is so extreme that the star begins to stretch. Astronomers call it spaghettification. That word sounds almost funny. It is not funny when it happens to a sun. The star elongates into a thread of plasma tens of thousands of kilometers long, spinning faster and faster, until it snaps apart and spirals into a blazing ring around the black hole, a final, silent scream of light that telescopes on Earth register as a tidal disruption event. We've seen it happen. Real telescopes have caught real stars dying exactly like this. Flashes of X-rays suddenly appearing where nothing was, then fading as an entire sun is erased. And this is where things change. Because it's not just stars. It's not just planets. Over enough time, the black hole's gravity reshapes the orbits of everything in the galaxy, funneling gas, dust, and stellar debris into that glowing, furious disk. The galaxy doesn't get eaten all at once. It gets slowly starved. Its star-forming gas siphoned away, its youngest stars stop from ever being born, while ancient light years of structure quietly fall inward. A galaxy full of trillions of possible worlds, and it is being hollowed out from the inside, in plain sight, and none of it can be stopped. Now picture what it's actually like near that center. Radiation pours out of the accretion disk in quantities that would sterilize a planet from light years away. X-rays, gamma rays, and jets of particles blasted out at nearly the speed of light, some of them longer than the galaxy itself. These jets have been photographed ripping through intergalactic space like cosmic blowtorches, punching bubbles into surrounding gas clouds that persist for millions of years after the eruption. But that's not even the worst part. These jets don't just look terrifying. They actively kill the galaxy around them. The energy blasted outward can heat and blow away the very gas clouds a galaxy needs to form new stars, a process astronomers now believe explains why some galaxies simply stop making stars altogether. Not because they run out of material. Because the black hole at their heart switches off their future. Imagine living on a world in a galaxy like that. The stars you see in your night sky might be the last generation your galaxy will ever produce. Every star born after you is a star that will never exist. Here's what should really unsettle you. We can't see most of what a black hole is doing to a galaxy. We can only see the aftermath, stars flung out at extreme velocities, entire star systems ejected from their galaxy into the void, moving so fast they will never return. Astronomers have already found hypervelocity stars, stars that were once orbiting peacefully, now hurled into intergalactic darkness by a close encounter with a supermassive black hole, doomed to drift alone forever, further from any other star than any human mind can meaningfully picture. That could have been a star with a planet like Earth. That could have been a planet with a sky, an ocean, a civilization, thrown into eternal isolation, not by an explosion, not by war, but simply because it wandered too close to something silent and hungry at the center of its own home. But here's the problem. We are inside a galaxy with exactly this kind of object at its center. The Milky Way has its own supermassive black hole, Sagittarius A star, roughly 4 million times the mass of our Sun, sitting 26,000 light-years away. It is quiet right now. But quiet doesn't mean safe. It means patient. And then there's the true nightmare scenario. When two galaxies collide, and they do, constantly, across the universe, their central black holes eventually spiral toward each other in a gravitational dance that can take hundreds of millions of years. As they merge, they release gravitational waves so powerful that scientists have now detected the ripples from Earth, distortions in spacetime itself, passing through your body right now as you read this, from black holes merging billions of light-years away. In roughly 4 billion years, our own galaxy, the Milky Way, will collide with Andromeda. And deep in the aftermath of that collision, our own black hole and Andromeda's black hole will begin their own slow spiral toward each other, a merger that will reshape the gravitational heart of our home galaxy forever. By then, humanity may be gone. Or we may be watching from somewhere else entirely. But the galaxy that raised us, the sky our ancestors once mapped into myths and gods, will be rewritten by gravity into something new, and none of us will have any say in it. We like to imagine galaxies as peaceful island universes, drifting quietly through the dark, timeless and untouchable. They are not peaceful. They are held together, and slowly consumed, by objects so extreme that light itself cannot escape them. Every galaxy with a supermassive black hole at its center is not simply hosting a monster. It is orbiting one. Feeding one. Being shaped by one, star by star, for as long as it exists. And somewhere out there, right now, a galaxy not so different from ours is losing its last stars to the dark at its center, in complete silence, with no one left to witness it. The universe was never built for permanence. It was built for gravity to win. And one day, however many billions of years from now, it will win here too. And deep in the aftermath of that collision, our own black hole and Andromeda's black hole will begin their own slow spiral toward each other, a merger that will reshape the gravitational heart of our home galaxy forever. By then, humanity may be gone. Or we may be watching from somewhere else entirely. But the galaxy that raised us, the sky our ancestors once mapped into myths and gods, will be rewritten by gravity into something new, and none of us will have any say in it. We like to imagine galaxies as peaceful island universes, drifting quietly through the dark, timeless and untouchable. They are not peaceful. They are held together, and slowly consumed, by objects so extreme that light itself cannot escape them. Every galaxy with a supermassive black hole at its center is not simply hosting a monster. It is orbiting one. Feeding one. Being shaped by one, star by star, for as long as it exists. And somewhere out there, right now, a galaxy not so different from ours is losing its last stars to the dark at its center, in complete silence, with no one left to witness it. The universe was never built for permanence. It was built for gravity to win. And one day, however many billions of years from now, it will win here too.